Welcome to our kitchen. Today we prepare ancient Roman ossibuchi with mustard from the 8th book of the Re Cucinaria. We start with the ingredients. We need ossibuchi, olive oil, garum, vinegar, honey, dates, pine nuts, oregano, black pepper, lovage, fennel seeds, and mustard seeds. We grind the spices, oregano, pine nuts, and the date in the mortar. Then we dilute with vinegar, olive oil, garum, and a little honey. This recipe is for either beef or veal, which should be elixa, a verb that can refer to both boiled and stewed meat. Use the cut you prefer. In general, however, this type of preparation comes out better with meat with a good fat content. The author only gives a list of ingredients for the sauce. We chose to stew the meat with the sauce. But if you use another cut of meat, you can also boil it and serve it with the sauce. As for the sauce, you can use it raw or bring it to a boil before pouring it over the meat, according to your taste. As with most recipes that include mustard in this source, it is unclear whether we have to use mustard seeds or ready-made mustard. But it doesn't change the result much. In fact, the other ingredients that the author of the Re Cucinaria adds to the sauce are all present in the mustard recipe that we find in Palladius Opus Agriculturae, which are oil, vinegar, and honey. Columella in De Re Rustica uses pine nuts, starch, and vinegar to make a mustard suitable for a banquet. There are no instructions for the oregano. You can use it dried or fresh, depending on what you have. For a good balance among the ingredients, we recommend a pinch each of pepper, lovage, and fennel seeds, and 2 or 3 pinches of mustard seeds, 1 date, about 30 grams of pine nuts, 2 tablespoons each of garum, olive oil and vinegar, and just a little honey, adjusting the proportions to suit your taste. As always, garum can be substituted with a Southeast Asian fish sauce, muria, colatura di alici or salt. The links for making garum and muria are in the description below. We stew the ossibuchi in the sauce, adding a little water. To learn more about the preparation of meat throughout history, read our new book, Early Italian Recipes, Meat, Meatballs and Sausages, dedicated to fresh and cured meat, with recipes from the antiquity to the end of the Renaissance, accompanied by the original texts and our translations. If you're interested in ancient food, check out Ancient Roman Cooking, which includes recipes selected from primary sources and information about meals, dishes, food production, agriculture, and preservation techniques in ancient Rome. The translations of the Re Cucinaria and Columella's De Re Rustica are available on our Patreon page, along with several other translations of primary sources and articles on historical food. You'll find the links to our books on historical food in the description below. To support our work, you can also buy us a beer and purchase our merchandise. This dish was incredible, full of flavor and ideal for a great ancient Roman dinner, with an amazing balance between the intense spiciness given by the mustard seeds and enhanced by the pepper and lovage, the distinctive Mediterranean flavor of the fennel seeds and oregano, the sweetness brought out by the dates and honey, the sapidity of garum, the round flavor of the pine nuts, and the light acidity of vinegar. We served it with a spelt pulse, which seems to be an excellent pairing for this tasty dish. but it would also be perfect with ancient breads, such as l'ixula sabina or kuboi, accompanied by some side dish, such as stuffed chard or mushrooms. If you're interested in ancient foods and flavors, subscribe our channel and consider supporting us on Patreon.